Hello there and welcome to today's video. The topic for today, what's stopping your sales success? What is really stopping your sales success? I want to get truly honest with you here, right? I want to get down and dirty and I want you to really be honest with yourself. What is stopping your sales success? So I've got a question for you. How much should you be selling right now? Think about it. I mean, look at the talents, look at the skills inside you. And if you got it all working, then how many sales every week should you be making right now? Okay. Think about that. How many should you be making right now? Second question, if on a personal level, if you're not making that many sales right now, even though you've just mentioned you've got the skills and the talent, then what's stopping you? What's holding you back? I want you to think, I want you to get real about this, okay? Because in this 10 or 15 minutes with me today, and stick with me, okay? In this 10 or 15 minutes today, I want you to truly think about yourself and your real potential. And I want to peel some onions away and remove some excuses and remove some what would you call it? Some barriers that you're putting up that maybe should not even be there, okay? I mean, I don't know what could be holding you back, if there's something holding you back. If there's nothing holding you back and you're making 100 sales, good. Thanks for joining me. You don't need what I'm going to share with you, okay? Have a lovely day and I'll see you later. But if you do need help, okay, and you need something to get you down or going, okay, then maybe we're going to look at, is there a skill missing? Are you getting in your own way? Maybe it's possible, okay? Maybe you know what to do, but you're just not bothering to do it, or you're not following through, or for some reason you know what it is, but you don't make yourself do it for whatever it is, okay? So let me share some thoughts with you today. What I want to do is I want to reset your sales future, a bit like rebooting your sales, like rebooting your computer, right? And I mean, if your computer's going slow, mine's always going slow, by the way, right? If your computer's always going slow, then obviously one of the options is to reboot the darn thing and hopefully clear the crap out of your system and get it going. Well, that's exactly what I want to share with you today. Reboot you, okay? But in order to do this, in order to reboot your sales future, I'm asking you to be totally honest with yourself, okay? My name is Peter Beckenham, the village marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, way up near the Cambodian border. Firstly, let me just acknowledge a couple of people who've joined me already. Lynette Chang, thank you for joining me. Janet, good to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Wayne Harmsworth from Aussie, good to see you too, mate. Thank you very much indeed. So let's get started. What's stopping your sales success, okay? Think about that. What you need a couple of things. First of all, we're going to look at things like your energy level, okay? You're going to need more energy. You're going to have more creativity. You're going to need some better communication skills. You're going to need to focus on what's really important and stop wasting time. That's some general stuff, right? Doesn't tell you much, but that's some general stuff. But I've got a secret for you. There's a lot of sales training available, okay? Some really good, some not so good, some bloody awful, right? But the secret of your success is to take whatever sales training you use or you agree to. Don't just learn it, but turn it into habits. Turn the actual training into habits. Don't just listen to videos or listen to Facebook Lives like this. Put a couple of notes down, make a comment, whatever it is, and like the video, and then go on with your day. That's not going to change your success. You need to actually take what you learn, not just implement it, but implement it more than one time and make it a habit. That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Benjamin Cordler, thanks for joining, mate. Good to see you, okay? So, and by the way, if you're watching this and you enjoy what I'm sharing with you, even if I do get it under your skin a bit, leave me a comment and leave me a like and share the thing, because maybe other people can benefit from this as well, all right? So, first of all, there's 4 C's when it comes to success in sales. 4 C's, right? Confidence, competence, commitment, and conviction. Confidence, competence, commitment, and conviction. If any one of those 4 are missing, you are in trouble. And in particular, conviction, because your conviction will come through when you are communicating with your potential client. If you don't have any conviction, you don't truly believe in what you're doing, right? Then I can tell you, you'll come across like a wet rag and you won't be leading anybody anywhere. People will come with you, will listen to you, and will be guided by you and take your recommendations if they see in you a leader. If they see in you someone that believes in themselves. In other words, you are showing true conviction. And to show true conviction, it means sometimes you've got to be firm. You haven't got to be unfair, but you have to be firm. And you've got to get to 2 points in particular: clarity and the truth. If you can't achieve clarity and the truth, excuse me, then you're not doing your potential client, your prospective customer, any good whatsoever. So a moment of truth. You got to get real with yourself, right? In other words, do you know where you want to go? And secondly, where you are right now in terms of your sales potential, I'm talking about. Do you know where you want to go in the future and where you are right now? Okay. I mean, there's an old saying. It says, an undisturbed prospect will never buy. Well, the same thing could apply to you. An undisturbed marketer or salesperson, okay, will never change. If you don't change, then you're not going to. Then your future sales potential is not going to be different to the past, right? So here's some thoughts. First of all, are you prepared for every sales call you have? Are you truly prepared for it, or do you wing it? Okay. I mean, sure, you might know your product inside and out, but how well do you know your prospect? Have you done the research on the prospect? Have you bothered to sit and listen and share your time to learn about them, respect them for where they are, so then when you come to them, you have a much better understanding of where they're coming from, okay? If you don't, that's going to be one of the reasons why you're not achieving success, because you're unprepared. Be like the Boy Scout, be prepared. Secondly, do you have enough energy? Okay, now hey, look at this. I'm 73 years of age, okay? I'm no Apollo, that's for sure, right? And I've got my own challenges in terms of health. But I know I can finish the day at almost the same energy I started the day because of conviction and commitment, not because of you things or anything else, right? But because of commitment and conviction. And that drives me, as well as my why, which is another story, okay? So if you don't have enough energy at the end of the day, as you were at the beginning of the day, then you need to reassess yourself. That's going to impact on your sales success. And really, I want to quote someone here, and I'm sure she doesn't mind. She's a very smart and very successful Canadian entrepreneur, and her name is Anna Robson, okay? And Anna, thank you for this very simple statement, but it hit me right between the eyes when you said it. I'm asking you this. Are you barreling into burnout? Think about it. Are you barreling into burnout? Are you working darn hard, right? But working at all the wrong things and not doing the things that you know you need to do in order to achieve the sales success that you want? If you're barreling into burnout, stop. Be honest with yourself and stop, because it's going to get worse, not better, okay? Next one. How do you rate your optimism right now? I mean, are you seeing positive opportunities all around you? Or instead, are you sitting in the dark negatively, okay, and thinking about all sorts of bad things? I mean, if your optimism is down, then your mindset is going to drag it with it, okay? And there's no way in the world that you're going to achieve any sales success. Next one. How well do you take care of your most valuable asset, your time, okay? Are you focused, as I referred to earlier? Are you focused on doing only high value activities? Don't worry about spending 10 hours in a day fine-tuning and putting different color and fonts into whatever it is with your Pinterest images or whatever it is. That's not going to drive any business for you. That's a nice thing to do, but really you need to understand and identify what are the key focus areas you need to work on so that your sales success can achieve itself, right? And if you know them, but you are avoiding doing them, then that comes back again to the 4 C's, okay? Confidence, competence, commitment, and conviction, right? Those 4 things, if any of those 4 are missing, then you will go out of your way to avoid what you know you should do in order to achieve the sales success that you desperately want. Why shoot yourself in the foot? Stupid, right? Next one. Do you have a steady flow of qualified prospects? Now, I put my hand up here. I have made a huge problem in this area with myself before, okay? I made myself too available to too many people. I wasted my valuable time with people who weren't prepared to take care of themselves and make a decision to help themselves. And I was too stupid initially to realize this. And I can't, and neither can you. You can't help people who are not prepared to help themselves. That's the truth, right? So please make sure you've got a steady flow of qualified prospects, not just any man and his dog. All right. Next one. How good are you at asking questions? Think about this, okay? Do you get your prospects engaged with you? Do you get them opening up with you? Okay. Are you the one doing all the talking, or are they doing all the talking? Because if it's you doing all the talking, then I can tell you there's no way you're going to achieve sales success. The more you can get your prospects to open up and share with you and talk with you, the more challenges, pain points, desires, opportunities, and things you will uncover, and the closer connection you will create with them. And when you do that, you can then add the value that you are there for. In other words, be the person who can solve their problem for them. And when you come up with that solution, because you've listened to them, because you've given them a chance to express themselves with you, because you've given them a safe environment to share from their soul with you, from their heart with you. When you let them do that, they will listen to you and your suggestions and your recommendations. In other words, question technique is critical for you, okay? Next one, nearly there. Are your presentations working for you? Okay? Do you spend a lot of time preparing for them, getting all your PowerPoint presentations right, whatever you use, okay? Or maybe flip charts if you're doing it live, whatever it might be. Are they working for you? Let me ask you a question. Is it a two-way dialogue when you do your presentation, or is it all you? Because if it's all you, you're losing your audience again. It needs to be a two-way dialogue all through your sales presentation, including your actual presentation, your solution, whatever you want to call it, to their pain point, problem, and challenge, okay? Make sure you do that, okay? The key point is this, that your presentation should follow the buying pattern of your potential customer. Don't try and sell them in a presentation, but acknowledge them as a potential buyer and enable them to come to a solution and come to a decision with your guidance and help. And in so doing, they will buy into you so much more. Okay? Next one. Do you communicate what makes you unique? Be careful here. Okay? If you do not show them what makes you different, what differentiates you from every other person around the place, then really you're going to be treated as a commodity, just like every other marketer, life coach, whoever you call yourself, okay? You've got to distinguish yourself in the minds of the prospect. And once you distinguish yourself in the minds of the prospect, then you're in a situation when they now perceive you not as a salesperson, but as a valued advisor, as someone they need, as someone they want to listen to, as someone they think, oh, thank God I found you. That's a reaction you need, okay? Finally, do you use cheesy, manipulative closing tricks, okay, to get the prospect to buy your stuff? Or do you allow your prospect to complete their buying process themselves? If you are coming up with all sorts of fancy ways to close a sale, so to speak, right, I can tell you that will fail for you. I don't care what people are telling you. In this day and age, people are much more sophisticated and they can see it coming a mile out. You need to allow them to come to a decision on what your solution is themselves, with your guidance, with your help, and remember, with total clarity, truth, and integrity. And you can do that by allowing them to come to that decision without you trying to trick and manipulate them. All right? They're the points I want to share with you. And what I want you to do is now, in a moment of honesty, I want you to rate yourself from 1 to 10 on each of the things I just shared with you. Then think, what are the 3 key areas that you need to focus on most? What are they? In other words, I'm asking you to truly come to a decision to make clear in your mind, in your heart, where your key problems are. And be honest with yourself. Then go and seek someone to help you do it, okay? That's my point. And if you do that, then you will not have things holding you back. And you will not have things stopping you from achieving the sales success that you truly deserve, okay? So that's my thoughts for you. Here's my call to action for you. Thanks for hanging in there with me, by the way. I truly appreciate it. My call to action is this, and it's in line with what I've shared with you. I have a free sample audio download, okay? It's called What Makes People Buy. If you're interested, send me a personal message and I'll be more than happy to share it with you. In the meantime, thank you very much again for sharing your time. Please leave me a like and a comment. And if in any way at all I can help you, reach out and ask me. All the very best from Thailand. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye for now.